People with autism, how did you get a boyfriend or girlfriend? Story 1. I did online dating. Lots of it. I very rarely got a second date. But I lucked out with a second date with my now fiancée, and on that second date she realized that I had no idea what I was doing and decided to try to evaluate me based on my intentions instead of my actions. We're getting married in May. Story 2. I have a mild case of communicative autism. I'm 26 and although I have never had a girlfriend, I have had quite a couple of causal relationships in my life. I'm a bit of a late bloomer when it comes to going out to socialize, and putting myself in situations where I'm likely to hook up with someone by going to a bar or nightclub or whatever. The more you get in the habit of speaking to people, the more confident you become. At the moment I'm not looking for a relationship, and I'm really just trying to gain more experience and figure out what I like. I often would make the mistake of getting too attached right away, so I try to avoid that until I meet someone who is actually interested in me on that level where they want to get to know me more. Story 3. My wife has autism, I don't. As a teen I spent a lot of time around people with autism. I volunteered for an organization that specifically helped autistic kids, so I had already learned how to act around them. This meant my wife and I got along great right away since I was used to her preferences. Story 4. I'm 18 on second year of high school. I am introvert and because of bullying years back and everything I said my classmates would laugh I stay just in my place on silence. If you come to me and start a talk I follow it but if it's for me to start, well you gonna need to wait a lot. One day a girl in my class, I noticed she was more odd closer to me than others but I don't come to her and asked if she wanted to date since the whole class was like oh the two gonna date. Oh the two are in love and if I asked it she would feel forced to say yes, so I just stayed like every day, quiet. Finally, one day she comes near me and asks do you want to date? I stayed in silence for 5 seconds that feel like eternity processing what to say. I just replied with a yes. Sadly, 5 months in the future and we terminate, I still remember she's Saeed that would love me for who I am. Story 5. I'm autistic and I've been with my partner about 6 months. We met on Tinder. She thinks I'm funny and handsome and we have a lot in common. We're both metalheads with lots of tattoos and both love being outdoorsy people. We also have a lot in common culturally. I'm Mexican and she's Central American and we are native Spanish speakers. Just need to find someone who shares your interests and likes your brand of weird. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more stories. Do you have a story of your own? Leave it in the comments.